What's going on, fam? So, Shakur Stevenson, my guy, is taking on Frank the Ghost Martin November 16th. That is the word, and I believe that is on a Thursday. Very odd time of the week to be fighting, but I guess it's probably because whatever else is going on, that weekend, they don't want the Shakur and the Martin fight either to overshadow it, or they don't want the Martin fight and Shakur to be overshadowed. Okay, so I'm gonna give my prediction right now. I'm just gonna do it. It's not even gonna take that long. It's not gonna take that long at all. Okay, so look, I'm not gonna get into all of the fancy shit. I'm just gonna do this off the cuff because I don't have all of the stats and all of that right now. I am in a rush, but I just gonna give my honest opinion on this fight, man. Frank Martin, he's a decent fighter. He's a decent fighter. Very, calm, poised, calculated. But wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. Back up real quick. I gotta do this right. So let me compare. Let me run down the stats, tails from the tape between these two. So we got Shakur Stevenson, man. He stands at 20 wins, no losses, 10 wins by way of knockout. People frown upon Shakur Stevenson's power. They say he's pillow fish, he can't punch. They don't really say it as much about him as they do like Devin Haney, but I think his power is underrated. I really do. And it will blossom at this division. Mark my words. His KO ratio is 50%. He's 26 years old. He's a southpaw, 5'7" with a 68-inch arm reach, man. All right. So we got next up Frank the Ghost Martin, man. As I just stated, hell of a fighter. Trains with Errol Spence Jr. He's not as Errol Spence isn't as hands-on with him as Terrence Crawford is with Shakur, though. So, that might be an issue. Man. So, let's get to Frank Martin's stats here. So, Frank Martin, he stands at 18 wins, no losses, 12 wins by way of knockout. He has a higher punch-out knockout ratio than Shakur Stevenson. His is at 66%. So, does that mean he has more punching power? I mean, hey, it could mean that. We'll have to find out. Frank's 28 years old, 2 years older than Shakur, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. So, he's just an inch taller than Shakur Stevenson. Height, reach is the same. Okay, so Frank Martin, very calculated, poised, patient. At times, it looked like he can get a little sloppy. I wouldn't really call him a volume puncher. He's a precision. He likes to place his shots. He's more of a precision puncher. People like to compare him to Errol Spence, but he has, to me, he's a less punch volume than Errol Spence. But he can punch. He got some good snap behind his punch, but Shakur we talking about here, man. I mean, come on now. Like, yeah, this I don't want this to come out as bias, but listen, man, Shakur's that guy. Anybody that fuck with Bud, I ain't going against him, bro. I told y'all this already. I don't care who it is. If Bud put hands on him in the ring and train him, I ain't betting against him, fam. It's just gonna rub off. He's rubbing off on these youngins. So, but even before that, man, Shakur was a bad boy before that, man. But as far as the fight goes, man, Frank is gonna have his moments. People also question Shakur Stevenson's chin. He's been touched up by Nakatia. Nakatia is probably the hardest puncher so far that Shakur Stevenson has faced. And people, like to say that Shakur, once he got punched by Nakatia, he started going more like on his back foot. He kind of was on his bicycle a little bit more. Hey, one thing about Shakur, he's honest about certain things. He said he got hit to the stomach by Oscar Valdez. He felt like he wanted to throw up. He kept it real. That's the champion spirit right there, where he admit when he was hurt. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what actually breeds you to even win and push even further, to not let certain things happen and slip up. All right. So if Frank Martin catches him flush, will he take that shot? I mean, I believe so. I think Nakatia might be a harder puncher than Frank Martin. So we'll have to see when they fight. But you never know. Also, though, Shakur Stevenson, his power might be hitting that 135. He was coming with some steam against that Yoshino guy, But it should be interesting to see if Shakur hits Frank to the body, if Frank can take it, because you saw Frank Winston. He got hit in the breadbasket a few times against that last dude he fought that was giving them problems. And that's another thing. Movers seem like they give Frank Martin problems. This is one of the reasons why I don't believe Frank Martin wins this fight. That's one of the reasons. If that dude was giving Frank Martin a hell of a lot of problems, what y'all think Shakur Stevenson gonna do, man? He's gonna move around. He's gonna plant his feet, frustrate him, and break him down into nothing. I think he's gonna. Could he stop Frank Martin? Are we gonna see a repeat of Spence Crawford? I would go to say, listen, I'm gonna say it, fam. I'm gonna say it. A lot of y'all not gonna agree with me. As much as good as I like Frank Martin, good fighter, I think Shakur Stevenson stops him. I think he stops him to the body. That's what I think is gonna happen in this fight. Shakur's IQ is above this, levels above this kid. He's been boxing way longer than Frank Martin. Frank Martin's a Johnny come lately, man. So he's gonna get in there. Shakur's gonna set traps all through that fight. He's gonna give Frank that full sense of security, like I told y'all was gonna happen with Spence and Crawford, and that's exactly what happened in that fight. And he's gonna lure him in. They both southpaws. And I think what's gonna happen is Frank Martin gonna throw he's gonna throw his jab to the right, and I think Shakur gonna come with a right to the body, or probably a left hook, and gonna crack Frank in his liver and drop him. And I'm gonna be real, man. I would say somewhere around round 7 and 8, bro. Stoppage for Shakur Stevenson. Y'all ain't gotta agree with me, but I'm telling y'all right now, it's gonna be probably a repeat of Spence versus Crawford when they fight. He's gonna surprise the shit out of Frank Martin. Y'all gonna find out. So I ain't had to really get too technical with this fucking with this prediction, man. Shakur Stevenson by stoppage, either round 7 or 8. He's just too skilled. He's too fast. His reflexes is too good. His defense is too good. And I think he has sneaky underrated power, man. And he's gonna be overwhelmed. I think he's gonna be a little bit too much for Frank Martin, man. Anyway, that's my prediction. Shakur Stevenson by stoppage, round 7 to 8. This Rebel Life Boxing. Drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna definitely get y'all later. And I'm out.